the way. Right now, and now we're below my spring. Now I'm back, and then I'll go to lunch for a little bit. After that, we'll see how it's hardened up. There we go. There we go. That's good enough for now. It's down here at least. Thinking this area here, it's a pretty clear field. I have a feeling at one time it was being farmed here for the people that lived in the old dilapidated cabin across the way. I believe this doesn't have to be very tight either. Because you want to be able to adjust it and then snug it down just once you get your adjustment where you want it. Right now I'm just going to leave it at 0 for setting up, and then I'll adjust it later. Okay. Maybe. All right. One. That works. All right. All right. There's one. Two. One thing I didn't bring with me was a knife. They got them zip tied. Most of them slip through. Pretty good. There we go. I left them zip tied because I don't need a bunch of stuff hanging all over the place. So I got positive over here, I got negative over there. What I'll do is I'll take these apart and I'll bring them out to where they come down here. I'm going to put the controller here for this. So I'll get these all routed later. Right now I'm going to get this tilted and then I'm going to start working back on the ditch again. I'm thinking about 33 degrees for now. I went ahead and tilted it to 35 degrees. We've got the wiring ready. I've got bracketry on here to put the controller on here, and then I can wire it on down the ditch. So I'm going to go back to digging this ditch. I'll show you where I'm at on it. So I started digging at the pole point. I've got it about 24 inches deep, and as we're walking along here, it's going to get to where right here. I got it down to about 32, 34 inches deep, and I will probably go deeper later. I got a pile of rocks I've gotten out of all this stuff right up there. So not too bad. Soil gets kind of sandy. So right now I'm working my way down. I'm going to say I've got 35 feet maybe dug, but I'm not very deep here. I don't know if you can see that in all the shadows here, but you can see a faint line. Well, we're about to the edge here, and I don't know what I'm going to run into. So I'm trying to come around this tree here and go down the bank on over to the crust, or I'll cut that log that's a fallen tree down. That's rotten, it's no good for wood. And keep working my way down to where the cistern is. So the creek's right down there, you can see it kind of. Got this little waterfall going on here. Yeah, water's nice and clear, where the other day it was really muddy. One of these days I got to get down here and clean all this up. There's a bunch of debris fell. And I'm going to make a nice little area down here. I'm walking on an animal trail. We have moose and white-tailed deer and stuff that come through here. And down through these trees here. I got that cistern down here. Yeah, you can kind of see it. And then just up the hill here, where you'll see possibly a blue tarp. I can't see it in my picture. That's my spring. That's where my spring water comes from, which is about 20 feet up or less, maybe a little less. But yeah, I've got plenty of water down there. In fact, I gotta go get my battery and come back, pump some water into that little blue tank down there, or teal colored tank. I don't know if you can see down below the tank. There it is. So that way gravity can just push it down and fill up that 500-gallon tank. That is a nice little flat spot by the creek that I will actually build a deck for initially. And once the deck's built and I get the tank where I want it on the deck, I'll build walls around it and insulate them and put a door on the front so I can get in there and access the tank as well as the pump. And there'll be another control box down there, I believe. I have two of them. I got to figure out how it all goes together, but that's a long way. So I still got to dig a ditch all the way down to that somehow amongst these trees. And that could be a challenge, because that's going to be a water line going down there too. And originally I wanted to put it down below the spring, but down at the bottom there is a big old mud bog that just all the spring water goes into and drains into the creek. I don't know if capturing the water from the spring is going to keep all that water from going down there, and it's going to come out the overflow only on my tank. Hard to say. There could be multiple little springs spreading all over down there for all I know. Anyways, I think we're done here, and I'll get back to digging. And next week I'll be getting the Quonset hut, and I may have to switch gears and get, I don't know if I'm going to switch gears. I want to get my water. I'd love to get my water done. So I may just keep plugging away on this.